Assalamu alaikum. Welcome you all to today's lecture. Today we discuss about abnormalities of growth hormone secretion. When growth hormone secretion decrease, actually all the secretions of the anterior pituitary gland decrease, then the condition is said to be panhypopituitarism. It may occur congenitally or it may develop slowly at any time during life. Most of the cases, panhypopituitarism occur from pituitary tumor that destroys the pituitary gland. Panhypopituitarism in adult. This condition occur from any of the three abnormalities. Number 1, craniopharyngioma. Number 2, chromophobe tumor. And number 3, thrombosis of the blood vessels of the pituitary gland. What are the features of panhypopituitarism? There is hypothyroidism, there is decreased secretion of glucocorticoids by the adrenal cortical gland, and there is suppressed production of the glucocorticoid hormones so that the sexual functions are lost. Thus, the clinical picture of the panhypopituitarism is a lethargic person who is gaining weight and has lost sexual functions. Then, panhypopituitarism in adult. We discussed these topics, and now when panhypopituitarism occurs during childhood, this condition is said to be dwarfism, and panhypopituitary dwarfism patients do not pass through puberty and they do not secrete sufficient quantities of gonadotropic hormones to maintain adult sexual life. Treatment of panhypopituitary dwarf, actually there is decreased secretion of only growth hormone in about 1/3 of cases, and this person reproduce occasionally and they do mature sexually. Panhypopituitary dwarfism, here all the physical parts of the body grow in appropriate proportion to other parts of the body, but the rate of growth is decreased. Panhypopituitarism can be treated successfully by adrenocortical hormone and thyroid hormone. When the sexual functions, abnormal sexual functions cannot treated by gonadotropic hormones or others. Then some other species in human such as African pygmy and Levi-Loraine dwarf, the rate of secretion of growth hormone is normal or high, but there is hereditary inability to produce somatomedin C, which is a key factor for the promotion of growth by the growth hormone. So we can see here, though growth hormone secretion is normal or high, but as there is decreased production of somatomedin C, these human species are dwarf. Then increased secretion of growth hormone. When growth hormone secretion increase before adolescence, that means before fusion of epiphysis with the long bone shaft, then this condition is said gigantism and the patients are called giant. There is lengthening of long bones and these persons grow as high as 8 feet. These persons develop hyperglycemia and there is degeneration of beta cell of islets of Langerhans because of there is increased blood glucose level, and to overcome this there is consequent degeneration of beta cell of pancreas, and eventually 10% of such giants there is fully development of diabetes mellitus. When growth hormone secretion increase after adolescence, That means when growth hormone secretion increase after fusion of epiphysis with shaft, then there is no increase in the length of the long bones, but there is thickening of the bones of the hands and feet, and the membranous bones of the body, such as bones of the cranium, then vertebra, pelvic bone, nose bone, and others. Because the growth of these bones are not ceases after adolescence. There is increased thickening of the bone of the fingers, and so the shape of the hand grow twice normal. There is increased thickening of the bone of the forehead, and there is increased thickening of supraorbital ridge. So, forehead is slanting forwards and thickening of nose is twice normal. Shoe size increase up to size 14, and other soft tissues of the body such as tongue, liver and kidney also grows very rapidly, and there is increased growth of this soft tissue structure in acromegaly. Actually, acromegaly means enlargement of the acral parts of the body. Acral means peripheral parts of the body, because these diseases affect mainly the hands and feet. So, if we summarize the abnormalities of growth hormone secretion, then decreased secretion of growth hormone leads to panhypopituitarism and dwarfism, and increased secretion of growth hormone leads to gigantism and acromegaly. Thank you.